With 4:20 on the clock, the game is back and tied, and Montana answering quickly here. High Crew now the chance in front. Twisted Morals able to make that stop, but the pressure still mounting here as Heads looking for another touch here. Down in front towards the box, Cardi and Twisted Morals in an awkward spot. AZ will capitalize, make it 2-1.
Yeah, they kind of forced the Manhattan defense kind of into like a tight trio right there, and then they were able to, capitalize on that when they were all bunched up in that one corner. They were able to drop it into the top of the net and bring themselves to a 1-goal lead.
And ever since that first mistake from the Montana player, I believe it was High Crew allowing that pinch goal, it feels like Montana has just woken up all of a sudden and said, no more funny business. We are back to work here, and answered quickly.
Yeah, definitely. They're on their horse. They're playing with confidence. They're playing strong and they're playing fast. And right there, a great goal from High Crew right there. Just a long stretch goal. He's able to just dump it out of his zone. It's just a testament to the quality of a good power. What can do with you up like that.
And oh, I think I'm back now. I'm having some internet issues, but it appears to be all sorted for the moment. So with that, Montana will maintain some pressure here. They are up 3-1 with just under, I should say, 3 minutes remaining. High Crew to force this one mid, but that clear does not work. Manhattan trying to stabilize some offense here, but Heads able to buy a lot of time for his teammates. And now with just over 2.5 remaining, it is back to defense for the Jaspers. Heads gets a bump, actually ends up bumping his player, High Crew, and AZ will have to come in and assist. Now Twisted Morals looking for the clear. Has the ball in the corner, but nowhere to really go with it as Heads just patiently waiting for that flick to come. Now High Crew, hard cut shot. Save is made along the crossbar, still along the goal line, and it's High Crew to get back to it. Does it all by himself.
Yeah, and that's just a really nice solo effort right there. He gets the shot off the post, he answers that rebound, puts it into the back of the net. The Manhattan defenders were unable to recover in time, and that puts Montana up by 3 goals here with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the match.
Another fake kickoff here from Manhattan, and Twisted Morals able to make the save. That's twice now they've tried to play like that, and it just has not come to fruition yet. And no one back on the side of Manhattan leaves Heads with a 5-1 lead.
Yeah, Cardi tries to clear the zone, and he's just unable to. He doesn't put anything behind that ball. He really didn't even try and clear it. I don't know if he was trying to dribble around Heads. Whatever the case was, Heads was able to strip the ball from him and carry it right into the back of the net. Just a really nice awareness play by Heads to put them up by 4.
2 minutes remaining now, and like you said, a 4-goal lead for Montana, and AZ looking to make it more. Stops Cardi. Now Cardi with the bump. Twisted Morals on the pass, looking for another deep play there, but this one will be cleared down in. It's AZ for Cardi. Cardi to send that one through, but he is denied. It is Twisted Morals able to make that play. Now Heads looking for the backboard. Cardi is there, stops AZ from finding a touch, but Heads will corral the ball and the boost here, so a lot of space given to him. On the air dribble, he cannot find a shot on. High Crew now applying the pressure, trying to get a 50-50 with minimal boost. Shot, hard cut angle, finds its way across the net, cannot find a put onto the net. AZ now for the backboard. Heads doesn't want to commit, but High Crew will. Late to the play, he gets the demo instead, and Twisted Morals will be able to clear this ball out.
Yeah, that was just a lot of pressure right there by Montana, and that was just really, really solid defense by Manhattan to keep that ball away from the net. They kept it on the perimeter pretty handily, and that was just strong defensive positioning from Manhattan.
Chance for Heads off the crossbar, off the back to the defender and in. He could do nothing to stop this shot.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunate right there for Cardi. He comes out of the net and he's just wrong place, wrong time. Again, not much he could have done there, and that results in a 5-goal lead for Montana.
And this is the Montana offense that we are used to seeing, just pepper the net continually until something finds its way home. And the other part we have to commend is that it has been very versatile. The ways they have scored through physicality, through the air dribbles, it feels like it's a Swiss Army knife type of offense.
I feel like we've mentioned that before in terms of Montana's play style, and that they don't rely on one set play style to get the job done. They're a very versatile offense. They're able to rely on, like you said, the physical play, the passing play, the aerial play. And right there, another one where Heads just takes the ball right off the wall. He's able to drive it right into the back of the net and put it in all by himself. Just a really nice effort right there by Heads to put them up by 6.
So much space given to Heads as well, and that will make it 7-1, the Brazil on the board. And this kickoff will find its way on net, but it's off the post. The rebound in front, no one found a touch onto it, and High Crew will keep this one in the air. Might be looking for one more, but he cannot get the touch past the last defender. So the Brazil will stand in game number 1, and it's Montana up in the series 1-0.
Yeah, and that was, like we said, such a versatile offense, and one that was just clicking on all cylinders. They got off to a little bit of a rocky start where Manhattan scored the first goal of the game, but as soon as they made that mistake, they were all over Manhattan. They were everywhere they needed to be, positionally sound, and they won that game pretty handily.
16-2 in terms of shots, and those are numbers that we've only really seen from one other team, and that was Colorado last season. But Montana showing that their offense is very proficient. In fact, Montana was a team that earlier on this year they beat Colorado's offense twice in these type of shootout matchups. So their offense really since week 1, it's just been clicking.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want, is to have that strong offense. Hey, I hear a lot of people say defense is the best offense. Well, if you keep the ball in the other team's zone, there really is no chance to even have to play defense, and that's ideal for a team where you're just able to focus on peppering the net, getting shots on, and playing a whole ton of strong offense.
And we talked about how the depth of this Manhattan roster has really been a benefit to them, despite their record not showing it as much. But the depth of this Montana roster is something worth also noting, because you have the key players like High Crew and AZ who have done a fantastic job, but players like Heads are not typically on this starting lineup. It's typically Okifin who gets the start. And Heads, every time he has come in, we have been impressed by his play.
Yeah, he's just a really, really strong, versatile player. He comes in when they need him to come in, and he produces. He scored a few goals that past game, and another shot on net there. He's a really proficient offensive player. He's where he needs to be, and he's certainly speaks to the depth of the Montana roster.
A little bit of early offensive pressure for the Grizzlies. High Crew gets a demo along the back line, but Twisted Morals gets a much-needed clear, and I believe he picked up that side boost as well, so Manhattan will be able to stave off some pressure. But High Crew, hard cut angle, looking back for AZ again along that back line, but no dice. Rocking 7 making an appearance here on the field as a substitute for Manhattan. And Twisted Morals and Cardi alongside him here. Can't find the touch there. It was Cardi, so Twisted Morals will have to backtrack here. Got the side booster, corner boost rather, but the demos come through for both sides. Huge demolitions each way there. One on the back line and one to deny that shot opportunity. And Twisted Morals gets again a much needed clear, but here come Montana. Passing play through the middle. High Crew gets the dunk on Cardi. A little bit of boost to work with, sends this one mid. Rocking 7. No, it's Twisted Morals. Can't find the touch, and it's AZ. The power shot scores.
Yeah, and that's just a really nice pass by High Crew. Up and off the ceiling, drops it for AZ. He's able to drop it off the ground and then gets a secondary touch. Able to power that into the back of the net. Puts Montana up by 1.
122 kilometers per hour. I think that's the fastest of the day so far, and a big one at that to give Montana the lead here, but a lot of time still remaining. And oh my, Twisted Morals, what What was that angle?
That was a fantastic angle shot is what that was. He picks up the 100 boost, wraps it around the wall. Defender misses the touch, and just a really nice angle shot into the back of the net to tie this game at 1.
From goal line extended, it felt like, and all of a sudden, it is back to a tied game, but the kickoffs again, danger zone for Manhattan, and it's Heads able to score.
Yeah, and Manhattan's having a bit of a problem with the face-offs so far this set, where Montana's winning face-offs and immediately pushing the gas on the offense, and you see another example of it right there, where, you know, Manhattan gets beat and they can't get back in time to make a proper defensive save, and Montana just capitalizes because of it.
Just over 3 minutes remaining, and Heads now pushing this one into the Manhattan zone. Dropped back for Twisted Morals. High Crew gets an awkward challenge, but AZ is there to put the shot on. 2 players commit on the side of Manhattan, and Cardi will be able to get the clear. Still a lot of time to work with here if you're a Manhattan fan, but it has just been so difficult to get around this offense. The shot is on from High Crew, but he is denied by Twisted Morals. Looking to make another play here. He is stopped by Heads. Cardi's shot wide, the rebound for AZ. He denies that opportunity from Twisted Morals. Now backtracking, flicked over top of one. AZ looking for the touch, but it's Cardi denying that one off the backboard. Cardi can't get the clear, so Twisted Morals will have to backtrack. Heads now chips that one mid for High Crew. The shot is denied. Cardi off the hood of his car, able to get the clear, but Heads punches it down. Redirected from AZ, looking for Heads once again, and he is denied by Twisted Morals. In this defense of Manhattan, although the net is being peppered, it has held strong so far.
Yeah, they're definitely getting tested right now, and they need to find a way to clear the zone because Montana's just spending so much time in the Manhattan zone right now. It's going to get to the point where they either clear the ball or they're going to get scored on.
Cardi gets a much needed clear, gets the flick over top, was looking for Twisted Morals but couldn't find him. Now Montana looking to make a play in transition. It's High Crew on the dribble. Can he get it in? Yes, he can! My goodness, the control. 3-1 Montana.
AZ with a really nice drop pass right there for High Crew, and just what fantastic control over his car to be able to wrap around and be able to tuck that ball into the bottom right corner of the net. That's just really strong control, a really nice play all around from Montana.
And when High Crew gets going, Montana, they feel like they are in full force. I remember games against that Colorado roster that went to overtime, and High Crew, I think, got the most points in EGF, 1,300. But we've seen higher from, you know, teams like RIT and that caliber, but still, High Crew feels like one of the stars that you have to watch out for when you go up against Montana.
Absolutely, he's their number one guy, and like I've said, you gotta have that number one guy sometimes. And you know what? You have him, and that's good. But Montana, such a deep roster, as we mentioned, that even if he has an off game, off time, the teammates can pick him up and help out, and very capable lineup all the way through.
Absolutely, and it's no shortage of talent when you look at AZ and Heads. AZ's been the striker, but Heads here will make it 4-1, showing his striking capability.
Yeah, that's another quick goal. Heads able to come right up and just put it right in between both Manhattan defenders, Twisted Morals and Rocking 7, unable to get a touch on that, and that puts Montana up by 3 with 44 seconds left in the match.
Game 2 slowly slipping away from the Jaspers here thanks to some really talented plays by this Montana offense. Nothing really, any easy goals have not came. It has been through high performance efforts from the Grizzlies. And speaking of a chance, here it's AZ, make it 5-1.
And what a great pinch off the wall by High Crew. He drives it in and then gets a really nice pinch that pops right out in the center for AZ. Twisted Morals not able to get to it, back of the net, and that's now a 4-goal lead for Montana.
24 seconds remaining, and again, it feels like the easy goals have been denied, but when you've got solo plays like this from AZ, it just does not matter. Montana on a roll.
Manhattan loses another face-off, and Montana completely capitalizes on that. Rocking 7 tried to seal off that top post, that top corner there, but unfortunately he was unable to seal it all the way, and AZ was just able to squeak it by him for that 6th goal.
With time running out here, Montana, they get a good pinch here. High Crew can't find the touch off the backboard. The shot comes from Twisted Morals, but Heads makes the save off the back of his car, denying that opportunity. Twisted Morals keeps it mid as time expires here. They might be looking for one more. Drop down pass from Heads, shot from AZ, and it scores! Make it 7-1 once again. 2 games in a row, and Montana are on match point.
Yeah, and that was just the passing, the way to keep the ball up in the air, the determination by Montana to get that last goal. It's just a testament to the power of their offense and the way that they've been playing this set. They're firing on all cylinders, and they're just playing some phenomenal Rocket League right now.
AZ gets a much-deserved MVP that match. 4 goals on 6 shots and an assist. As Montana, back-to-back games, 7-1 scoreline. They outshoot Manhattan once again, 15-2. And this offense, it is something else to watch.
It's something else for sure. And on the side of Manhattan, 2 shots a game, you're not going to win games like that, especially when Montana's putting up 7 spots. You really need, if you're Manhattan, to work on that transition game, getting the ball out of your defensive zone and pushing the offense. 2 shots, you're not going to win games that way.
And for Manhattan too, we talked about how this team, we've talked numerous times already about the depth of this roster, but it feels like so far it's a lot of right idea, wrong execution. It feels like Cardi and company find good touches sometimes to get the ball out of the zone, but it's these, almost heroic effort plays from Montana that have led to a lot of these goals. So all of these goals for Montana have just been so difficult, forcing difficult choices from the Manhattan defense.
Yeah, and that's the highlight of a good team, when you can force the other team to make mistakes. You put so much pressure on them that they have to go for the desperation move, which doesn't work all the time, as you've seen time and time again here in this set.
Rocking 7 will have a chance at this ball, but it's High Crew to get to it first. Now along the backboard, Twisted Morals can't find the touch. AZ's shot is denied by Rocking 7. Quick to recover to that ball. Now Twisted Morals sends it forward. Gets the dunk over top of 1. High Crew can't find the touch. Chance for Cardi, sent it wide. Might have been looking for a pass there. And Heads in an awkward spot. Ball on the side of his car. Twisted Morals trying to knife that ball away from him. Now Heads denying that shot opportunity. Rocking 7 might have gotten bumped by his own teammate there, but he will be able to recover. And Montana back on defense once again. High Crew chipping that ball up. AZ can't find the touch. Twisted Morals backtracking on this one along the sideboards. He is demoed by High Crew, which allows Heads to make that challenge. Now through the corner once more. Dropped down mid. High Crew does not have a good angle, so he will kick this one to the other wall and drop back inside the box once again. High Crew can't sneak it inside the post. And this Montana offense back to work once again through the first minute here.
Yeah, they are just pushing the throttle right now. I mean, they are just owning the offensive zone. They're owning all the time in offense. And really, Manhattan needs to get this ball out of their zone and try and set up some offensive zone time if they want to try and force a game 4.
The defense of Manhattan able to get a clear here, so High Crew will have to backtrack. Cardi gets a good flick off of that play, but AZ quick to respond, gets it over top. Backline open for a moment, but Twisted Morals able to make the save. AZ recenters, Cardi there to respond, and Montana will backtrack here as Heads tries to get the offense going once more. Stopped by Rocking 7. High Crew with the chip shot, denied by Twisted Morals. Cardi to deny that next opportunity, and now Cardi looks to make a play. Out mid, it's High Crew to deny that play. Twisted Morals actually sends it towards his own net, and it's AZ to clean it up. We hit the halfway mark, and Montana are up 1-0.
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate touch by Twisted Morals right there. Certainly not the touch you wanted. Centers it for AZ, who's able to deposit it into the open net. Just an unfortunate touch there for Twisted Morals and the Manhattan Jaskers.
And Rocking 7 too, not quite ready to respond to it either. So Montana up at the halfway mark of this game, and so Still, again, plenty of time for Manhattan to respond, but this defense at times can feel a little panicky, and it's led to some poor decision making, including giving the ball up to High Crew in mid, and that is a death sentence. Make it 2-0.
Yeah, if there's anyone on this team you don't want to give the ball away to, it's High Crew, because he will burn you for it. And you saw right there, he got that ball and immediately put it on net and scored that second goal of the game.
The power he gets on his shots too, just to catch out that back line. And the pass here for Heads. High Crew had him, but Heads just unable to find that touch. Now AZ, quick to this ball, and he will score. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in game number 3, and it is 3-0 Montana.
Yeah, AZ off the nice pass from his teammate is able to execute on the bounce shot, bounce it up and over the defense. Bounce shot never fails. Montana goes up 3-0.
And again, it feels like the speed of this Montana team now in full force here as this shot comes on, but he is denied. Rocking 7 will backtrack as he has no boost. And 2 players commit for the side of the Jaspers, and they can't get the job done. Cardi ends up getting that ball away from one, but AZ, quick to respond. Twisted Morals from the backboard, able to make that stop. Demoed for his efforts as High Crew puts one on. Cardi with the save, but Heads off the rebound, off the crossbar. AZ will clean up the play and make it 4-0.
Yeah, Manhattan's defense is just getting torched down there right now. I mean, they played a very strong game, but when you have so many shots coming on that, so many quality shots, it makes it so difficult to be able to get the ball out of your zone. Just such a great offensive game from Montana.
Minute and a half remaining here, and the shots continue to pile up. And Manhattan looking to get something going here in this third game. Pinched away from one. Twisted Morals sends that one towards Central, but it is Heads to deny that play. AZ quick to this ball once again. Heads sends it across the field once more. Twisted Morals and AZ race after this one. Finds its way mid. High Crew from the corner. My goodness, the placement is perfect, and it's 5-0.
Oh man, what a shot right there. The power, the placement, the pass, everything was perfect right there, and they puts them up by 5.
Just over a minute remaining, and it is 5-0 for Montana. Their offense in full force, and this is more or less what we expected to see from this team that continues to put the pressure on in that Western Conference. And barring a miracle here, Montana looking to get the sweep. Still not out of the woods quite yet, but it would take a lot from the Jaspers. And 2 players up for this one. Off the backboard, it's High Crew once again. The redirect from Heads can't find its way in. And Cardi looking to catch up the back line, but he cannot do so. Twisted Morals, shot is denied by High Crew. Another smart positioning play for him as he back passes that one to AZ. A little bit dangerous as Twisted Morals was lurking in the wings. But with 20 seconds left, this is all but done and dusted. Montana all over this game.
Yeah, all over this game and all over the set. They really never let Manhattan breathe. They really never let them into this series. Manhattan did score an opening goal in game 2, but even then Montana came right back and just fired on all cylinders. Forced Manhattan to make mistakes, forced them on the back foot pretty much the entire set, and now they seal this series in yet another sweep tonight for us here on the EGF.
Get the brooms out has been the story of the day. Whoever takes game 1 has taken the series. Montana, they win this game 3 5-0. They outshoot Manhattan 16. Let's see, that's 16 plus 6. That's 22-0. Manhattan managing no shots on goal that game, and that is a death sentence for any Rocket League team.
Well, you can't score if you don't shoot. That just goes without saying. And Montana just held Manhattan into their zone the entire game. That game 3. I mean, just a clinic they put on. There was no chance for Manhattan to get back into that game, get into that game even with 0 shots.
And for Manhattan, the road does not get any easier. Next week, they get Xavier, who we just saw beat Niagara, and then they get UConn, the defending Big East champs. So it's back to the drawing board for them.
Yeah, certainly going to need to work on it, tighten up their defense, and really, really need to work on that offensive pressure because it was almost non-existent through the 3 games we saw, amassing a total of 4 shots in all 3 games. That's just not going to win you games, and it's certainly not going to win you series.
And for Montana, we will get to hear from one of their players momentarily. We'll cut to a short break, get them in the lobby, and we'll hear from one of them after this. Don't go anywhere.